Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, aka Storm, and we're back for some more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard, here in the Blackwood chapter. We're gonna get some progress in today. Hopefully I don't chicken out and quit early, depending on if I get too tired. I've made a cup of hot tea, which is currently brewing, which I think should help. So I'll have to pause briefly to get that. First things first, let's go ahead and take care of this Pirate's Gift quest, since it's literally right here. I don't need to read the Pirate's Notes for clues, I already know where we're going. Yeah, I've kind of fallen behind. I wanted to have this done as soon as possible after it came out, but it's not quite working out like that. So we're going to still try to get it done before the next DLC drops, though. It should be one of these trees over here. Ah, it's this one, I think. Yep. Yeah, Mary likes it when you kill goblins, so. Minotaur and goblins working together. Alright, that's one quest done for the day. Now we have to go to Gideon and warn the counselors. So let's go ahead and grab the Way Shrine and head that way. Hope everyone's having a lovely Sunday. It's overcast here, but not currently raining. I went for a walk earlier, so I'll probably end up going for another later. Oh, there's my tea. Hold on just a second. I will be right back. I have to go steer it. Alright, so I'm making some hot mint tea because I absolutely love mint tea. Although orange spice has kind of become my favorite recently, but I don't want to drink it all the time or I might get tired of it. So I try to space it out with peach or mint tea or peppermint or something like that. Yeah, mostly herbal tea. Look at the level 4. Either somebody's alt or a fresh, brand new player just experiencing the game for the first time. It's a good place to do that. Author's Assistant Wanted. What is this? Author's Assistant Wanted. Author seeks well-muscled and energetic assistant to help research local history. Well-muscled, huh? Willing to traverse around in swamps and possibly haunted ruins. Peerless martial skill and daedra may care attitude required. Positive outlook and cheery disposition desired. Don't miss out on this lucrative opportunity. Please direct all inquiries to Yisra of Sentinel at the Egg and Hammer Inn in Gideon. Well, we will get to that, but I'm probably not going to jump into that right away. Mostly because I kind of want to have people active in the chat before we do that quest, because that one definitely is going to require some audience participation. There are very few quests that I require audience participation before I do, but that is definitely one of them. Oh, and hey, there's another quest. This one we can do by ourselves. Varric. Varric, are you going to zone in? I know you're there. There you are.
Look, I've got just as much right to stand here as anyone else. If those scantily clad Debellites want me to leave, you
Scantily clad, you say?
And say it to my face.
Debellites, what are you talking about?
You're not one of their sanctified bullies? It's a relief. Call me Varric. I came to Gideon to clear my family's name. But the loose-robed fanatics in the Dibalacium want to run me off. Started with dirty looks. Now I'm getting threats.
Thank you for your patience. I am back. So what exactly are the Debillet worshippers trying to? Why exactly are the Debillet worshippers trying to get rid of you?
They think my Grana Cerise murdered their high priest decades ago. It's not true, and I mean to set the record straight. I took a little snooping around, but the evidence is here. I know it. Want to lend a hand? Don't have much, but I can pay.
Sure, I'll help with your investigation.
Thanks for the help. Not easy for Germains to make friends around here. The Debellites use that manse in the center of town as their Dibellasium. Sort of a consecrated love nest. There's proof of Grana's innocence in Gideon. We'll find it there.
Tell me more about this murder.
Like I said, the victim was one of the Debellites' high priests. A woman named Rolaine. This was 60 years ago, mind. But my grandfather tells me the locals worshipped the ground she walked on. Thought she was a prophet, or something near to it.
And the people blamed your mother for her death?
Aye. My Grana Cerise was Rolaine's flower bearer. Followed her everywhere she went. When a heap of treasure went missing and Rolaine vanished, Grana was the prime suspect. No one could prove it, of course, since they never found her.
Your grandmother disappeared?
Like wood smoke in a windstorm, and without breathing a word to my Grandpa Lier. Way Grandpa tells it, neither of them would so much as visit the Lou without telling the other where they were headed. But the locals wouldn't listen.
What happened to your grandfather?
These damned zealots rallied half the city, gathered up torches and shovels and ran him and my father out of town with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Even outside of Gideon, the rumors followed him. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
You said you're not from around here. Where did you travel from?
Bravo. Took an awful long time, what with the Three Banners War and all. But I made it, and I'm not leaving till I settle this once and for all.
That's a long way to come. Is it that important? Why come all this way to solve a 60-year-old crime?
Might have happened yesterday for all these people care. Nobody holds a grudge like an Imperial. If your name is Germain, you're lower than dirt in their eyes. I just had a son a couple years back, and he's already catching it on the chin. He's 2.
So you're thinking clearing Curse's name will earn you an apology?
An apology? I'm not that naive. I'm a carpenter by trade. I'll settle for people not hiding my tools and splitting my sawhorses 6 times a month. It's about respect. To oblivion with the rest.
Do you have any evidence your grandmother was innocent?
Well, not exactly. For now, I can say I have good reason to think there's more to the story. I'll know more once we look around their makeshift Temple of Dibella. And I'll feel much better about doing that having you with me.
Alright, let's go to Gideon. Or let's go to the temple. I want to see some... I have some bad news. For any of you in the audience who are expecting to see scantily clad Dibellites, you're going to be sorely disappointed. He may say that this is their consecrated love nest, but there are no Dibellites in this place. Blackfin Legionary, though. There's a player. There's a priestess that shows up here during one of the main story quests, but other than that, there's a couple workers, but I wouldn't call them scantily clad Dibellites. I mean, look at this guy. He is neither scantily clad nor a Dibellite.
Look at this place. These Dibellites fancy themselves free-spirited bards blown by the wind. They've got enough gold to make Zenithar blush. Doesn't matter. This is where we'll find our answers.
Do you imagine what do you imagine we'll find after all these years?
I don't know yet. I just know we have to look. Take this. It's a rare bit of magic called a memory stone. Grana Cerise gave it to Grandpa Lier the night before she supposedly murdered Priestess Rolaine and fled. Maybe it'll show us something.
I've seen memory stones before. I knew an elf in Bormora who asked me to use one.
Then you'll remember they hold their owner's memories inside them. I only learned about the stone's power a year ago, when a mage passed through Bravil and took an interest. He said memory stones only awaken in the place where the memory occurred.
So you believe if this memory stone holds memories made here, it will activate?
Aye, that's the hope. I know we face long odds on this. Magic stones and lost memories sound like storybook nonsense, but it's really all I've got to go on. How about we start our search on the ground floor?
Alright, can you give me more details of the crime again?
Like I said, the victim was one of the Dibellites' high priests, a woman named Rolaine. This was 60 years ago, mind. But my grandfather tells me the locals worship the ground she walked on. Thought she was a prophet, or something near to it.
And the people blamed your grandmother for her death?
Aye. My Grandma Cerise was Rolene's flower bearer. Followed her
Oh no, we
everywhere
already
she
went over all this. Okay. Another player down here.
Look, the stone flashed. Did you see it? Something's happening. Is that... It's a memory.
There's one of the scantily clad Debellites. But it looks like it's a bad day to be her.
Laura's mercy.
Oh no, she's dead.
Bringing a book for travel is well worth the pack space. Shame they're so heavy.
By the 8, what was that? A murder? Someone recorded a murder in that stone? Why would anyone do that? Wait. Could this be related to the disappearances Grandpa Lier told me about?
Disappearances?
Aye. The way Grandpa Lier tells it, in the weeks before Rolane vanished, a handful of novitiates went missing. None of them were popular enough to raise an outcry. People said they must have just left, trying to get out from under Rolane's shadow.
You said your grandmother was Roland's assistant. Did she know about these Novellites?
Grandma Cerise helped all the novitiates. Cleaning linens, tending the flowers, arranging sheet music. She knew everyone. These people probably would have pinned the disappearances on her too. The story took a dark turn after Rolane's murder.
Dark turn, what do you mean?
The Debellites decided it must have been a conspiracy. The missing novitiates were all in on the plot. Now we see the truth of it. Can't be sure, but whoever murdered those novitiates might have murdered Rolane too. We should keep investigating.
Alright, let's see if the stone responds anywhere near, or resonates anywhere else in the Debella Museum. Kind of hoping for some unique dialogue as an Argonian.
Another flash. Try the stone now.
There's another scantily clad Debellite. Also a bad day to be her. Dang, she was pretty too.
Preserve me. So real.
There's a servant. Now she looks like she belongs here. But she's a player, so.
It's our killer again. What's he doing? Gods, what is that? Magic? Did you see those gestures? Can you repeat them?
Activate.
Mara's mercy.
Alright, let's go through the phantom door.
Skeletons.
Oh, this is horrible.
Are those the murdered novitiates? I think I might... Come on, Fair. Keep it together.
We got a Leyland carpet. Large, misty. Oh, cool. That's a nice find. Ledger of Souls. Fellow members of the Waking Flame, I acquired 3 new souls for the Ideal Masters. Alas, I have extinguished my supply of black soul gems. I will need to acquire more gems if our relationship with the Ideal Masters is to bear fruit. For bookkeeping purposes, I've acquired the following souls. Novelta Clara Astor, Novella Arlil Ifil, Novella Edgar Gain. A Novellite, sorry. Even now, rumors of the Novellites' purity are circulating through Gideon. The souls I acquired were dissatisfied with their lives and removed coins from the Debillan's treasury. A simple deception, but the ignorant citizens of Gideon will swallow that quite easily. The harvest will continue, you have my word. For the Waking Flame. Gosh, they were operating this far back.
Find anything? What have you got there? A letter? Here, let me have a look at it. Oh, and can I have my stone back? I think I've had my fill of grisly memories for now.
Sure, it looks like a ledger.
these were the novitiates. This should bring their families some closure, at least. It wasn't enough that the murderer killed the novitiates. She had to steal their souls, too? How would someone even do that?
The person who wrote the ledger mentioned black soul gems.
Huh. I've heard of soul gems before, but not black soul gems. I thought mages just used them on rabbits and goblins and such. These black ones can suck up the souls of men and mer? They'd preserve us. The ledger said the killer traded them, right?
Yes, or intended to a group of mages called the Ideal Masters. And this is the first time the Ideal Masters, to my knowledge, has been mentioned in Elder Scrolls Online, which is kind of scary.
Never heard of them. But then again, honest carpenters like me don't do much business with soul-stealing wizards. It's all academic anyway. There's no way of knowing if the trade even took place. Unless that map you found contains a clue.
Points to a location in the swamps far east of Gideon.
I never told you how Priestess Rowlane died, did I? She left to visit Leowin in her carriage, along with her flower bearer Cerise, my grandmother. They never arrived. Maybe this map shows where they went. Let's see where it leads, eh?
If no one ever recovered Priestess Rowlane's body, how was your grandmother convicted of her murder?
Grandpa said there'd been talk about how Grana Cerise and the other junior priestesses of Dibella were greedy. When news came that Priestess Rowlane had been murdered, none questioned they'd killed her. Instead, they burned Grandpa Lierre's home.
So they had no one to blame for the murder and needed a scapegoat.
I don't see how it could be anything else. Sadly, I imagine the angry people who burned down our home and chased Grandpa Lierre away are dead now, so they're beyond justice. Yet we can still clear my grandmother's name. We must, for Grandpa Lierre.
Who are these Ideal Masters?
You're asking me? I figured you'd know. Whoever they are, I guess they like souls? The ledger said that the killer was bringing black soul gems to trade for a reward of some sort. Maybe they're part of the Waking Flame cult the killer mentioned?
Perhaps. I've never heard of the Waking Flame. Actually, this is a complete lie. I haven't heard of the Waking Flame
I wouldn't
cult.
expect you to know about them. How many local cults are you familiar with? You seem so calm about all of this. So, these Waking Flame folks are still around? If our killer was one of them, that means they've been in Gideon for decades.
Maybe they're the ones that stirred up the threats against you to keep you off the scent.
By the 8, I hope not. I can't imagine how horrifying it would be to die, but not die. To be trapped forever in one of those black soul gems. Just thinking about it makes me feel like I want to vomit. I'm so glad I have you to protect me.
I am the mighty battle lizard. You're safe as long as you are in my care. Assuming that you're not destined to die in a story, in like a cutscene or something, because then I can't save you. Alright, let's go take care of this first, and then we'll come back and work on the main quest again. We need to go out of the town.
They're in the water. Could that be it? See what you can find.
Black soul gems. This sometimes happens. Hold on, I'm gonna have to right away and come back, or potentially log out and log back in because of the little bug there. Hold on a second. Let me ride a ways a bit, and I'll ride back, and hopefully it'll fix itself. I won't have to reload. Yep, there we go. That did it. Talk to Ferric Garman, or Gaiman.
I'm afraid to ask, but I've got to. What did you find?
I found this ring on the skeleton's finger. Do you recognize it?
Let me see. Yes! I've seen that seal too many times. See the flowers encircling the face? It's a symbol of Dibella. This is a High Priestess's signet ring. It can't be a coincidence. That skeleton is Priestess Rolain. We found her.
I also found black soul gems in the chest, 3 of them.
So Priestess Rolain was transporting those? Why? Did Grana Cerise know about it? They left town together and vanished together. My grandmother's skeleton isn't here, so... By the
If she's the killer, why is she
Priestess
dead and why
Rolain
is your
the
grandmother
killer?
missing?
Do you think... No, it couldn't have been Grana. She wasn't in Gideon when the novitiates were killed. The priestess had access to the treasury. At the ear of the people. It all makes sense, except how
What?
she died. You should
Great,
say
it's a
hello,
ghost.
right? I'm right behind you.
The real love of my life, I pray you find this one day. It seems I will never return to Gideon. Priestess Romaine mortally wounded me, and our carriage went off a cliff into the lake. It sank out of sight, taking a chest and that treacherous priestess tangled in the reins along with it. It also left me with a broken leg. I'm afraid this is the end for me. It struck me with some sort of spell. I can feel it gnawing away at me, but people must know the truth. So, my dearest, this is both a testament and a farewell. I hope you will forgive me. I recently learned that Priestess Romaine and half the constables of Gideon are part of a secretive cult called the Waking Flame. Moraine has been murdering people and stealing their souls, perhaps for years now. She even keeps memories of the murders in a ensorcelled stone, so she can relive her sick game whenever she pleases. She was deranged, and many of the novelites paid the price for her madness. Last night I learned Renee planned to trade the souls she captured to a group of necromancers called the Ideal Masters. I hoped to find some other way to stop her, but I had to act quickly. The novelites were our friends, and there simply wasn't time to do this any other way. I'm sorry I didn't tell you what I learned, but I'm afraid that they'd come after you. Now that Priestess Rolaine is dead, I want you to bring the Memory Stone and the Sworn Testament to the Constabulary and Leowin. We must expose the Waking Flame before they murder anyone else. I love you so much. We'll see each other again one day, my love. Dibella bless you. Your loving wife, Cerise. Well, it's kind of backwards there, but I got a muddy cameo.
That's Grana Cerise, isn't it? She's been here in this cave all this time. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm sure uncovering murderous cults and meeting your grandmother's ghost is run-of-the-mill fodder for you. But for me, this is a bit much to take. I guess there was something to those dreams after all.
Dreams? What dreams?
I know. I should have told you from the start, but I didn't want to scare you off thinking I was crazy or something. It started a month or so ago. A ghostly young woman rouses me from my bed every night and stares at me. She wants something.
And you think it's your grandmother?
I know it is. She just stared us both in the face and guided us to her remains, right? But what now? She put an end to Rolaine's plot, but no one will believe me. The Germains will keep getting stepped on. They'll say I faked the whole thing.
Maybe I could deliver the news to someone other than the Bellites.
That might actually work. Keshu the Black Fin and her Argonians couldn't give two croaks about Dibella and her flock. Keshu's war mage, Fire from Nowhere, knows local history. He might just listen. Grana Cerise gave us the proof. Let's use it.
Alright, let's go speak with Fires from Nowhere then.
I was tired of walking anyway. Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
Gotta wait for him to zone in.
No sign? Good. Son's greetings, Biko. Your friend's eyes seem gray with worry. What troubles you both?
This is Ferric Germain. We've been investigating the murder of Priestess Rolaine.
Rolaine? Ah, yes, the prophet woman these smooth skins mourn. She's been dead for a very long time, but still they cry. It is very strange, but that is the Imperial way, I guess. What did you discover? Something to quiet their hearts, I hope.
I have evidence that proves Priestess Rolaine was a necromancer and serial killer.
Well then, that is not what I expected you to say. If this is true, there will be a great wailing in the Dibalacium. Disbelief also. They curse the woman Cerise Germain, and all who hatch from her clutch. Your proof must be hard as stone.
It is. Cesare didn't kill Rolaine, did kill Rolaine, but only to save others. Ferric holds all the proof that you'll need.
I can tell you speak the truth. In the name of Keshu, I claim the Breton Ferric Germain as my charge. I place my hand upon the Hist and swear no harm will befall him here. And the truth of this will come to light no matter how grim.
Thank you, Captain. I take your oath upon the Hist very seriously.
Thank the Eight for fire from nowhere. And for you. I never could have accomplished this without your help. I can't believe it's over. These zealots will finally know the truth.
What will you do now?
I guess I'll stay in Gideon until we put this matter to rest for good. I want to see these people's faces when they come to terms with what really happened. Then, it's back to Bravo in my woodshop. Sooner the better. Thanks, hero. For everything.
This help you make it back.
If I didn't trust Keshu and her Argonians to protect me, I'd flee right now. I'm sure there are plenty of people in Gideon who will want me dead for what I know. But I'm staying. Grana Cerise was a hero, and I won't let her down.
How are you feeling now that you know the truth?
Relieved? Honestly, I started all this to get the people of Cyrodiil off my family's back, and to get a full night's sleep. Not exactly selfish, but not a righteous crusade either, you know? But now that I know what Grana went through...
It's more personal?
Aye, and sadder. But we sorted it right. Spirits at rest, remains recovered, souls returned. I hope. This is as happy an ending as we could hope for, given the circumstances. Just makes me damn glad I'm a carpenter and not a full-time adventurer.
Yeah, lucky you. Meanwhile, me and Miri have more things to do.
Post haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately. One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey.
I'm no assassin. Counselor Leviticus sent me to warn you. He wants you to go to Leyland.
Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. What of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Counselors Jorek, Sophius, and Abner were murdered. They're all dead.
Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Pharaoh Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
The secret concerns the four ambitions of Mayor Dagon. We're examining old records to learn more.
Four ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
I'll question the prisoner. Where are you holding them?
Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain, and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward.
You really don't have any idea where the secret, what the secret of the Longhouse Emperors pertains to?
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled.
In your work with the Elder Council, you never heard anything about the ambitions?
As I said, I never heard the term. The Longhouse Emperors were enamored of secrets and code words, though. Perhaps I encountered it, but it was called something else. If you think it might be important, ask the assassin when you interrogate him.
How long did you serve on the Imperial Elder Council?
I'm not sure how relevant my ancient history is, but I was appointed to the Elder Council by Emperor Durkarach himself. I helped guide the Empire through most of the reign of the Longhouse Emperors.
In all that time, you never heard anything about the ambitions?
Sadly, my role in guiding the Empire often put me at odds with the Emperors. I was rarely privy to their secrets. I'm afraid I can't shed any light on that particular mystery.
Where was Abner Tharn during all this? I mean, surely he hadn't defected to Varen yet. You mentioned Governor Keshu?
Keshu the Black Fin. War hero, progressive Argonian, and governor of our fair city of Gideon. I serve as an advisor and bureaucrat. Nothing more. I have deep roots in Gideon, so I try to do my part to keep the wheels of government turning.
So, how did you manage to survive the attack and also capture your assassin?
My personal guard is dedicated and well-trained. Not to mention lucky. I was nearing the courthouse when the assassins sprang from the shadows. My guards reacted instantly and overpowered the villain. We brought them here, and Keshu locked them away.
That sounds too easy, to be honest.
Why is this the first I am hearing of a threat against the former members of the Elder Council? I should have been alerted to this the moment it came to light. The Chamber of Legates and the Ivory Brigade are usually quicker to share information.
Council Leviticus and Captain Rian sent me to warn Vindica and get him to Leowin Castle.
A prudent precaution. Leowin Castle can be better defended than anything we have here in Gideon. Still, without accurate intelligence, my Blackfin Legion is like the watchmen patrolling at night without a lantern. Enthusiastic, but ineffective.
Who are you exactly?
I am Keshu, called the Blackfin.
Oh, Keshu.
The people of Gideon elected me as their governor. It is my honor to serve them. Prior to this, I traveled the world as a mercenary and helped establish the Ebonheart Pact. I even fought in the war for a time.
So Gideon's part of the Ebonheart Pact?
Not at all. I gave up my commission. I seek to build an advanced Saxleal society. A more inviting and vibrant culture that embraces our past glory while retaining our current outlook on the world. Gideon is the beginning of that experiment.
But Gideon isn't an Argonian city.
I learned the benefits of an integrated society during my travels. Gideon is open to anyone who wants to live in peace and contribute to my dream. All are welcome here. Someday, Gideon will serve as the gateway to Black March.
Gateway?
My dream is that Gideon will one day connect all of the isolated Argonian settlements with a larger world. A center of learning, diplomacy, and culture. We have a long way to go and many hurdles to overcome, but we will get there. Eventually.
Blackfin Legion?
The Legion I commanded, both when I was a mercenary and when I fought for the Ebonheart Pact. When I retired, a contingent of my soldiers came with me. Now they protect Gideon from bandits, hostile Argonian tribes, and other threats.
Why haven't you questioned the prisoner yet?
I only locked the prisoner in the cell a few moments ago. I was trying to get more details out of Counselor Vandacia when you entered the courthouse. Since you're working for Captain Rian, I will allow you to interrogate the prisoner.
What can you tell me about the prisoner?
Not much. Vandacia and his guards brought him in. It was unusual, though. The man was calm, confident, completely at ease. Not a hint of worry or concern, like the rabbit that knows it is faster than the wolf. I suggest you be careful with that one.
Alright. Well, he's clearly not in his cage anymore.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
Let's follow the acid.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
Poor lady. She does not look happy.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Was that the last of them? Oh, thank Beck.
Aleem, the ruins within Blood Run Cave were gutted long ago and turned into a carnal pit by the local villages. However, the sanctuary itself remains pristine. The cave's reputation as a place of untold danger clearly persists. This will serve us well. Fighting through the cave itself may take some doing, but the door is located far back within the ruins. It is a long trek, but be warned. If we intend to reopen the sanctuary, you must clear it out. I leave the details to you, and remember death, my brother. That's the key, Matron Estra.
All right, let's chat.
Remember the Dark Brotherhood.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
This letter talks about opening a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood Run Cave.
Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not
We've had evidence besides numerous murder victims, members of the Elder Council that you killed.
I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
Who would want to blame the Dark Brotherhood for these murders?
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
If you really are innocent, come back to the courthouse with me.
Tempting, but no. I
detest so-called places of justice. I mean, he is a member of the Dark Brotherhood, so I can't really blame him for not wanting to go to the courthouse.
What do you say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news.
I wasn't able to apprehend the Dark Brotherhood agent, but I recovered this letter.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
The Dark Brotherhood agent denied his organization's involvement. He said he never attacked you.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowin and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
Where's Governor Cashew? Shouldn't you have more guards?
What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now to Leowin.
Right. Oof. I keep bumping my headset. All right. I may as well go ahead and pick up the... You're the...
Ah, hello, adventurer. I have need of someone with your kind of metal. It's dangerous work, but
What's the job?
I have two clients with competing requests about crow eggs from Arpenia. Alareth wants the crow eggs saved, while Rugrol wants them destroyed. Both are willing to pay, but
What's so important about crow eggs?
It seems that these crows in particular are, or were, involved with the nocturnal somehow. Very mysterious. If you are curious, you can find Rugrol in the chapel and Alareth in the cemetery next to it. If not, head over to Arpenia and find those eggs.
Understood.
Be careful out there, friend. More than one adventurer has underestimated the dangers of Blackwood.
Okay, so this is a repeatable daily quest. That I just went and picked it up since we're going to be doing some of the delves today anyways. I thought we'd go ahead and pick it up. Alright, let's go to Leowin Castle. Well, actually, we need to do this anyways. Hold on. We need to do this anyways, and we're already in the area. Let's go ahead and get this started, because the next quest is going to send us to the place in that area. Anywho, hell, so.
So, did you finish your dangerous job for Tuna Mazeth?
We'll speak later. I'm late for my meeting with Doreen.
Sneaky lizard. Happy lizard, sad lizard, mentally disturbed lizard, drama lizard, super lizard, big fat mama lizard. Thank goodness that was a really small sneaking fest.
Stealing from Nocturnal and working with Tuma Mazeth doesn't seem worth the risk.
The sickle we took from Nocturnal is just what the Necromancer needs to complete his ritual in Bloodrun Cave. Of course, it's worth it. Just stay here until we receive further instructions.
Giovanni.
Who are you? What did you hear?
Your friend Melina Builders thinks you're in danger.
She's always been a worrier, even when we were kids. Huh. Melona's probably right. I only have to think about her employer and I break out into a cold sweat. When I'm done with this job, I'm going to become a carpenter. Fewer terrifying clients.
Why are you working for Tamara Black?
Who told you that? Melona? I won't apologize for what happened the last time I saw her, and you can tell her that yourself.
Wow, that's mean. She's just worried about you.
What do you want?
If you don't stop stealing, I'll make sure Nocturnal knows your name.
Alright. No need to bring that shadowy hag into this.
Shadowy hag into this.
Look, Gio doesn't know this, but Tuma Mazat said he'd turn us into his eternal slaves if we didn't help him. You stop that necromancer, and I'll find a more respectable occupation. Promise.
I know you stole the Shade Sickle.
Who have you been talking to? Melona? She went crazy after she found religion, judging us when she worships Nocturnal. Psst. Never could appreciate irony.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, I'll just be right back. I'm going to take a quick break and get some water. I will be right back.
What is it?
Leywin is so beautiful when the leaves change. My favorite time of year.
There's a full skin of water waiting for me.
Okay, and I have returned. Let's go ahead and head to Leywin Castle. I have a lot of quests in my quest log that I'm going to need to turn in eventually. I'm gonna need to finish. I'm gonna need to finish Aradon after I get Blackwood done. I'm gonna go back and finish Aradon, and then I'm gonna go back through the other zones and just try to finish up all the different areas and stuff that I skipped over while I was like rushing to do the story. Eventually, I'd like to get Reewish to the point where he's only doing the new content, so he'll be done with everything in the game, and I'll just play him for new content, and otherwise I'll not stream ESO, at least not on him. So, and then I can stream something else between content updates. So, but that's going to be a long way off. We have a lot of stuff to do.
The Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment.
I found a letter. It talked about reestablishing a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood Run Cave.
Yes. I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leovik's secret and the ambitions?
I'm not sure, and why are they assassinating the counselors?
Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovik had each of the counselors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle.
So someone called upon the Dark Brotherhood to murder the counselors to preserve the secret.
That's our prevailing theory. If the counselors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues.
The Dark Brotherhood agent claimed they weren't responsible for the murders of the counselors.
Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen.
Maybe the coded documents Evely and I discovered can tell us more.
Jirix and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the counselors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks.
Ooh.
Whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow counselors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. I'd like you and Evely to go to Blood Run Cave to ascertain the situation there. Talk to Evely and make your plans.
Okay. Shouldn't you send brigadiers to deal with the Dark Brotherhood?
Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No, better to send you and Evely to investigate the situation. Then we can determine if a more forceful response is warranted.
Very well.
Hey partner, over here! Alright, you heard Leviticus. Time to get back to work. While the counselors stay safe in Leowin Castle and wait for the scribe to arrive, we need to find out what the Dark Brotherhood is actually up to. Show me that letter you found in Gideon.
Here, it's orders from a Daedric Brotherhood matron, and they want to establish a sanctuary in the area.
Yeah, these are definitely orders. It mentions Blood Run Cave. That's northeast of Leowin, toward the edge of Blackwood territory. Well, as the spinners always say, the best way to find out what's happening in the clearing is to step into it.
The letter indicates that the entrance to the sanctuary is deep inside the cave.
Of course it does. Nothing has been easy since I found that strange book and started chasing down Leovik's secret. Well, are you still interested in solving the mystery of the ambitions? Will you come with me to Blood Run Cave?
I'll go with you to Blood Run Cave to investigate the sanctuary.
The counselors should be safe, so meet me at Blood Run Cave. We need to determine if the Dark Brotherhood is behind the murders or not. Either way, that sanctuary is a threat to Blackwood. I just hope I don't have another one of those waking visions.
Waking visions?
Remember back at Fort Blueblood when we found the murdered servant? I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. Order of the Waking Flame, I think. It was brief and powerful. Over in a moment.
Okay, I'm going to turn off the area chat in just a second.
Evil.
And you think these dreams and visions are connected to the strange book you recovered?
Hey, Rich.
What else could it be?
Wanna go outside and shoot some basketball?
It's very old and it's written in a language we can't read. Just carrying it around
Alright.
feels heavy, oppressive. Like a burden I didn't know I had.
Important how?
But Lupus sent me to find him. I don't know. I'm an archer, not a Daedric scholar or anything. I don't think I should let the Order of the Waking Flame get their hands on it, though. And maybe one of these visions, if I have any more, will actually help us figure this all out.
Are you sure you want to keep carrying it around? We haven't seen any cultists for a while now.
No, but that last vision I had was clearly a warning about the cult leader, whoever they are. They're powerful and evil.
You put your shoes on.
So, bad dreams or no bad dreams, I think I'll hang on to the book, just in case.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this. This is ridiculous. There we go. The game keeps auto putting me into the
Blood Run Cave.
You made the right call.
the area chat. It's annoying. Hello, Captain.
Blood Run Cave is a dangerous place, whether the Dark Brotherhood is present or not. You and Everly should be on your guard at all times. Watch out for each other. I would hate to lose operatives as valuable as you two have been.
Remind me what we're dealing with.
Everly brought word of a threat against the former members of the Imperial Elder Council, including Councilor Leviticus. The threat seems to be related to a secret of the Longhouse Emperors. A secret concerning something called...
Okay, this is just a review of what we've already gone. He's gonna make me go through it all.
Everly brought word of... We don't actually know. We sent for an Imperial scribe to decipher the coded documents you found, but they have yet to arrive. In the meantime, we've been doing everything we can to protect the counselors from Dark Brotherhood assassins.
Yeah, but this is just review of stuff we've already gone over.
Valeria and Vandacia are safely ensconced in Leowen Castle. Unfortunately, we couldn't save Jirik, Sophus, and Eivor. You found the Dark Brotherhood's calling card at every scene, yet the assassin you met claims they killed no one. Assassins are not the most reliable source of truth. Still, that's part of what we're sending you to their sanctuary to determine. Good luck, mercenary. We're all counting on you.
Alright. We may as well go and do this while we're here, so before we head out. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do a couple of the quests along the way to clear out some more areas. I'd like to get all the side stuff done before we finish the main quest. It's just something I've been trying to do.
Just pet the dog. It's harmless. Oh, Tertia, you idiot. No wonder he hasn't... Is there something you want? I'd like to be left alone right now.
I found this letter on the body in the wilderness. They said to deliver this letter and ring to you.
Body? Ring? Oh, Riemann on high. What's this about? Aloysius wrote this? And he's dead? This makes no sense. Howling, chicken coops, it was just a mangy mutt. I don't even think it was rabid, let alone... Oh no, Aloysius.
What is it?
He wasn't cursed. He was hallucinating. The toad that Argonian used to ease his pain must have been too strong for him. Aloysius convinced himself he was a werewolf, and he... This is the second worst proposal I've ever had.
Oh no. He committed suicide thinking he had turned into a werewolf. The second worst?
I was once kidnapped by a crazed Sulzon warlord and offered the heads of my neighbors as a dowry. I'd rather not talk about it. I've had more than a dozen failed engagements in my life. If anyone here is cursed, it's me. But it's not.
How's that?
Aloysius didn't run off and leave me like half the others. He even gave his life to protect me. I've never had anyone love me that much. Is it wrong that makes me happy? Take this for I wonder if the Temple of Mara would marry us posthumously. It was his dying wish, after all. Maybe I should employ a priest of Arche for the ceremony, so he can pass on without regrets.
You want to marry your dead suitor?
Well, why not? I've had absolutely no luck with the living, and it's what he wanted. I'd rather die a widow than an old maid.
I can't argue with that.
It's not like this is how I dreamed of getting married, but after being jilted so many times, I may as well marry a man who can't change his mind. You may not get it, but for your sake, I hope you never have to.
Well, Argonians, it's kind of more arranged, to be honest. It's not really... Yeah, let's not get into that right now. Alrighty. So, our first goal... Well, first we're going to go here. Then we're going to go... Not here. That's a public dungeon. We'll go here. And then we'll go here. And then... Oh, actually, I think we have to go here first. Maybe it is here. No, okay, so it's here, and then here. Okay, and then here. Okay. So we've got a whole adventure planned out. Let's go to the Way Shrine. And we're not going to get all that done today, but we're definitely going to start working our way in that direction. So try to get as far as we can today before the 2.5 hours are up, and then we'll work on the rest of it next time. But I got 2 quests to meet a Blood Run Cave, which is probably going to Gideon would be better. Starting from Gideon and heading out. Oh, that's a really pretty character. I'm gonna send a whisper and say, "Love your tune." Sometimes it can make somebody's day when somebody compliments them on their character, because a lot of people pour hours into working on their character style and their image, and it makes them feel vindicated when someone tells them that their character looks good. Alright, that's done. Next up, we're heading to here. Probably stand to turn this up a little bit more, honestly. Lounges on moss. Okay, let's talk to this person. Hello, friend.
Wait, egg friend. If you're headed to the shrine to pay homage, you might want to reconsider. Niswo Somars and the Keepers have their claws full this day. Outsiders have brought terrible trouble to the shrine.
What kind of troubles are you talking about?
Now, I don't know any details, but I heard that a visiting explorer and her manservant did something terrible inside
no.
Zanmir. Unleashed a curse,
No.
or so I heard. Now the High Priest, Niswo Somars, wants the woman to make it right.
Does the woman have a name?
Calls herself Lady Clarice Laurent.
Oh no.
And her manservant's name is Stibbons, though they say he is not in good shape. If she's actually going to break the curse, she'll need help. But no one will go near her while the curse infests the Zanmir.
I'll head to the shrine and talk to Lady Laurent.
You must have more time on your claws than I do. Plus, it It's mighty brave of you to go up against an ancient Argonian curse. Well, if you really want to help this Lady Laurent, you can find her near the shrine. It isn't too far from here.
Can you tell me anything more about the curse?
What's to tell? Argonian curses are nothing to take lightly, especially curses related to the ancient Zanmirs. So as soon as I heard about it, I vacated the area with all due haste.
Tell me more about the shrine.
Niswo Somars oversees the Glenbridge Shrine. The place is dedicated to Sithis and attracts Argonians from far and wide. Outsiders too, for some reason. Maybe it's the Zanmir. There's one of those stone monstrosities close to the shrine.
A Zenmir?
You know, those great stone step pyramids that rise out of the Black Marsh swamps. Our misguided ancestors built them for some reason. The one near Glenbridge has always been a curiosity and was relatively safe to explore. Until the curse, that is.
How do I get to the shrine?
Just keep following the road. If you see a Zanmir, you're going in the right direction. And eventually, you'll hear Lady Laurent. She's rather loud as far as dry skins go.
Of course she is, 'cause she's Lady Laurent. So, we're dealing with Lady Laurent today. Of course, I knew that going into this. This was part of my plan, but still.
That spills the job bile must be the one to sop it, dry skin. Heed the words and tend to this matter.
Riddles? Really? Not helpful, priest. Not helpful at all.
Oh, Lady Laurent.
A familiar face, thank the stars. I seem to remember you providing assistance the last time Stibbins made a mess of things. Or was it the time before? No matter. You're here now, and I am more than willing to compensate you for your time.
What sort of mess are we talking about?
Oh, the kind my manservant Stibbins excels at, I assure you. I was studying the local Zanmir, and once again assumed that Stibbins would prove to be at least somewhat helpful. Instead, the clumsy oaf managed to break an ancient Argonian relic.
What kind of Argonian relic?
The kind that comes with a terrible curse, and has the locals all in a tither. Niswo Somars is very cross with me. She insists I return to the Zanmir and set things right. And Stibbins isn't any help, not in his current state. Will you assist me?
I'll help you set things right. What do we need to do?
Removing curses is never an easy endeavor. And with Stibbins in his current state, well, you should see for yourself. The priest graciously provided a hut where I could store the results of my manservant's latest debacle. We can start there.
Can't you just tell me what happened to Stibbins?
I hardly have the words to do it justice. The hut isn't far away. Meet me there, and you can see for yourself what a terrible mess my manservant has made of things this time.
Why are you exploring the old Zanmir?
As an adventurer and treasure hunter, ancient structures such as this are my bread and butter. These Argonian pyramids exist as historical curiosities, a glimpse into a long-ago age. All reports indicated that this location was safe and intact.
And that was important?
Most assuredly. Safe means few dangers to deal with, and intact, well, intact ancient structures often contain the most remarkable treasures. It was the perfect site to explore, before my manservant went and bungled the basket, as it were.
Have you and Stibbins gotten into any other trouble since I last saw you?
What exactly are you implying, The fact that we share a certain degree of familiarity doesn't give you cause to be rude. Still, I see your point. Let's just say that where Stibbins is concerned, every day includes a modicum of trouble.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the Glenbridge hut. See, that person, Asna Elid, said thank you very much. So I'm going to send back a smiley face. Oh no. What have you done?
To think, I only had a single Stibbons to deal with when the day began.
They're worshipping her. What have you done, Lady Laurent? There's so many Stibbons.
Oh, you see what I'm dealing with? How can I return to the Zonmir and set things right when I have my hands full simply keeping all these Stibbonses under control?
Are all of these Stibbons?
No, that would be ridiculous. My Stibbons, the real Stibbons, is still mucking about in the Zonmir. That's where I left him after he triggered this curse. I went to get help when one of these duplicates followed me to the shrine.
One. There's more than one here.
Obviously. They just keep coming. From the Zonmir, it's some sort of side effect of the curse. The priest of the shrine insists that an outsider caused this, so an outsider needs to fix it. Now we... Oh, bother.
What now?
There were 7 Stibbonses last time I checked, but now there are only 6. One of the duplicates is missing. They don't listen any better than the real Stibbons. Will you find it and bring it back here? I'll try to keep the rest contained.
I'll find the missing Stibbons duplicate.
Thankfully, these duplicates lack even Stibbons' pitiful amount of drive and coordination. It shouldn't have wandered very far. Once you find it, you need to induce it to return. Try mentioning my name. They seem attracted to me for some odd reason.
I have a pretty good idea of why they're so attached to you, but I guess that's beyond your comprehension. I have questions about the Stibbons duplicates.
Don't we all? I'll tell you what I can, but much of what's happening is a mystery to me as well. Probably because I haven't had my afternoon tea yet. Stupid manservant.
What are the duplicates exactly?
I'm only certain about what they are not. They aren't illusions, and they aren't exact copies of Stibbons. They could be constructs of some kind. They don't eat, drink, or sleep. But a construct of Stibbons, and a poor copy at that. Whatever for.
What do the duplicates want?
I have no special insight into the minds of these things. About the only thing they seem the least bit interested in is, well, me. And no, I have absolutely no idea why that may be.
Again, I have a pretty good idea why. Is the real Stibbons in any danger?
Please. I'm sure Stibbons is just dithering about somewhere in the Zonmir without a care in the world. Any excuse to get out of a day's work. He is by far the laziest, most infuriating manservant in all of Tamriel.
Man, Stibbons must really... I don't know how Stibbons puts up with her. Unless he's like madly in love with her.
Keeping myself busy here.
There are little slimes everywhere.
Laurent. Must.
What's wrong with you?
Must find Master.
Master? Who's your master?
Master must be free.
Well, he just exploded into a vorpalplasm. Oh, this isn't great. Oh, and I'm covered in vorpalplasm. Oh. Oh, held on, going into the water and wash myself off.
All right, you Stibbonses, attention!
Yes, Laurent.
Oh, Clarice, what hardships you must endure.
What hardships you must endure. Miri, get back out here. What are you doing?
Finally! One Stibbons is bad enough, but a gaggle of them? It's like trying to herd cats. the duplicate that slipped away. Did you find it?
I found the duplicate, but it exploded into a shower of goo.
Goo? That makes no sense. Are you quite certain?
Yes.
No matter. I've had enough of this nonsense. I managed to get these duplicates under a modicum of control, but they seem to be rejecting my commands. Like some outside force has agitated them.
Before the duplicate exploded, it said something about a master.
A master? Other than me? That's it. Whatever curse Stibbons contracted, whatever these duplicates are, and whoever this master is, they have raised the ire of Lady Clarice Laurent. Come on, we're going.
Going where?
Back to the shrine. Niswo Samars knows more about this than she's let on. If she won't talk to me in anything other than riddles and proverbs, maybe she'll talk to you. We need to make her tell us how to fix this.
Let's talk to Niswo Samars.
Just so we're clear, I need you to talk to the priest. She's become rather cross with me and refuses to tell me anything of substance. Let's see if you have better luck with her than I did.
Will the duplicates be alright on their own?
They'll be fine. How much trouble can 6 Stibbinses get into? Unless they start exploding too. But that's a chance we'll have to take. Now, come on. If we don't break the curse, gods only know how many more duplicates I'll have to deal with.
Alright.
We're off! Stibbinses, stay here. Understand? Stay!
Oh dear.
Stibbo, stay.
Stibbo, stay. Oh.
Back again, dry skin. The claw that spills the jub bile.
Save the platitudes and talk to my associate priest.
She may have more hair than scales, but the dry skin is clever. You have not violated any of our customs, so we are not bound by strictures with you. We may talk of the Zanmir and the curse that has befallen the shiny-headed, scaleless one.
Alright, tell me about the Zanmir and the curse that's befallen Stibbins.
The legends say that a dry-skinned sorcerer entered the Zanmir long ago, when my people were foolish enough to live in such places. He sought a path to immortality. He unleashed dark magic that seeped into the swamp and nearly destroyed all life.
What happened then?
The shamans of the region banded together. They managed to seal the sorcerer away, deep in the Zanmir. But then this dry skin and her shiny-headed slave arrived. They damaged the seal.
Shiny-headed slave.
Now the sorcerer seeks to completely break it and escape.
What does this have to do with Stibbins duplicates?
The shiny-headed one is the sorcerer's prisoner. He serves as the template for the sorcerer to make more servants. Servants that will stop at nothing to break the seal. Curiously, the long-haired dry skin seems to distract them from their duty.
So what can we do to stop the sorcerer and remove the curse?
You and the long-haired dry skin must set things right. I do not know how, for we have no interest in the place of stone. You and the long hair must figure this out. Go quickly, and know that, succeed or fail, Sithis will have us all in time.
Can you tell me anything else about the sorcerer?
Legends say the sorcerer came from a distant land, that he enjoyed poking at roots that are better left buried. Beyond that, we have done our best to forget him. The secrets that he sought are dangerous, both for those with scales and those without.
What will I find in the Zanmir?
With the seal in place, the Zanmir was just an empty pile of stone. Now that a portion of the sorcerer's power is free, I fear his malign influence has corrupted the once vacant halls. I suggest you be on your guard and ready to defend yourself.
Can you tell me anything else about the sorcerer? Oh, I already asked that. If Lady Laurent and I are going to the Zonmir, who will watch the duplicates?
There are many of them, are there not? Let the duplicates fend for each other, while you and the Longhair return the Zonmir to how it was before she arrived. From what I have seen, I expect you will run into more of the duplicates once inside.
Okay, so let's go.
A sorcerer? Now that's something I can work with. I'll meet you in the Zonmir.
Okay.
If you insist on following me, then step lively, Stibbenses.
Oh god, they're coming along too.
I told those duplicates to wait in the hut, but did they listen? And that door back there, it was open when we came through the first time. The broken seal lies in that direction. I suppose it's good the duplicates followed after me.
Why do the duplicates have to do with the locked door?
The duplicates are the key, as it were. I did a thorough study of this hall. One of the side alcoves contains a floor plate, a switch, I believe. When the doors were open, the switch wasn't important. Now that the defenses have been engaged...
You think the floor plate will open the door?
Oh, I'm certain of it. Just get a duplicate to stand on the floor plate, and the doors will swing open. A confident command should be enough to get a duplicate to obey you. Just keep the command simple. Tell them to follow you, or wait.
You mentioned defenses?
Yes, they activated as soon as the seal was broken. Though whether they're the Zonmirs or the sorcerers, I have yet to determine. Oh, and be aware that the duplicates are afraid of water. You'll need to figure out how to entice them across.
How do I suppose to get them across the water if they don't want to go?
Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? They get a friend to stand within a circle of flowers, then they kick a nearby vine tongue. The vine tongue reflexively grabs anything inside the circle. Perhaps we can use that here.
I'm not sure I understand. How do I get a duplicate across the water?
Command a duplicate to wait in that nearby circle of flowers by the water's edge. Then go and give that vine tongue across the way a good swift kick. With any luck, the vine tongue will reach out and drag the duplicate to the other side.
And once I get the duplicate to the other side?
And people wonder why I consider myself the smartest person in the room.
You're such a bitch.
Once across, command the duplicate to follow you to the floor plate, the one with the blue fire. Then tell him to wait there. Once he's on the plate, the door should open.
Alright, let's try this. You, Stibbins number 1.
Here comes Stibbo.
Here comes Stibbo. No, Stibbins. See, this is one of the problems with this quest, is they often just go too far than what you intend to.
Wait for Stibbo.
Wait for Stibbo. Come over here, Stibbins. Stand here.
Stibbo, I'm waiting. That did something, but not what I was hoping for. Nothing is ever simple when it comes to Stibbons. Why should I have expected anything different from these pale imitations? Even if the floor plate didn't open the main door, it does seem to have unlocked something. Look how the blue fire blazes.
What did we unlock?
This switch unlocked the door closest to it. I need you to proceed into that section of the Zonmir and find the floor plate that opens the main passage.
Where are you going? What are you going to do?
While you seek the switch that unlocks the main door, I'll study these carvings. I recognize the iconography. If I can translate it, maybe we can learn more about the sorcerer and the curse we're facing. And take a duplicate with you, just in case.
You want me to take a duplicate with me?
I have more than enough to spare, and you'll need one if you come across another floor switch. Just look for the blue fire. Otherwise, don't be concerned for my safety. Years of adventuring have honed my skills to a razor's edge.
Alright, let's do this. I guess I just go through and then the Stibbons will follow me.
Stibbo, follow.
At least the Stibbonses don't activate the traps. Over here, Stibbons. Wait here, Stibbons.
Stibbo, stand here.
Good, Stibbons.
Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, stay close.
It's a bit of a puzzle, but it's not much of a puzzle.
Something you needed to
Move, Miri. You're in my way. Miri, you're in my way. Move. Thank you. You almost cost me 32 gold there, Miri.
Problem, Sarah.
92%. Almost to the next level. Hey, somebody else just joined the stream. Welcome, welcome. Somebody's not happy with us. Stand here, Stibbons.
Stibbo, wait.
Alright, now I'm gonna kick this thing. Alright, come on, Stibbons.
Stibbo.
You seek to stop my escape.
Here comes Stibbins.
Stibbo, follow.
Okay, this one's actually a fairly simple puzzle. Stibbins, come here. Stand.
Stibbo, no follow.
Come, Stibbins.
Stibbo, stay close.
Oh, right. Hold on. Yeah, I did this wrong. Hold on.
Stibbo, wait. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Alright, and then we go down.
Never used to fight this much.
Come here, Stibbins. Stand here, Stibbins. Oh, I guess that counted, okay. I'm not gonna cry over that because that counted, so. Okay.
Whatever you did in the south wing didn't unlock the main doors. But it did open the door to the north wing. I suppose I'll have to send you and the duplicates there next. Whatever you did in the south wing caused the ancient mechanisms in this Zonmir to stir. But instead of unlocking the main doors, I heard the definite click of a lock sliding open by the door to the north wing. Did you find anything else in there?
I heard a voice. The sorcerer Retivus spoke to me.
Sorcerer Rectavius? Yes, that's the name mentioned in the carvings. Actually, the entire tale is quite fascinating, if I'm understanding it correctly. The ancient gel language is nearly impossible for anyone who isn't Argonian to comprehend.
You translate the language? What do they say?
Only a rough translation, mind you. To cheat death, the sorcerer transferred his mind into... well, the literal translation is death mud. What we who know such things call a voroplasm. Not how I would choose to spend eternity, but I detest goo.
Does it say how we stop the sorcerer and break the curse?
Unclear. When all else fails, I err on the side of excessive violence. I still have a section of the carving to translate, however, and I want to figure out what this Rectavius wants with Stibbins. In the meantime, I have another task for you.
What do you need me to do?
Enter the now accessible north wing and look for more floor plates. One of them must open the main doors. And take the remaining duplicates with you. Goodness knows Stibbins excels at standing in one place. Is it any wonder the duplicates do too?
Did you learn anything else about the sorcerer?
Such as? We know he's talented. It takes a great deal of magicka, applied with precision, to transfer one's essence into an alien form. He's also quite insane. What's the point of living forever if you're nothing but a ball of ooze?
I mean, I suppose that's fair. Come on, Stibbons clones.
Stibbo, I'm coming.
Oh great, I got two
Stibbo, I'm
Stibbons with me.
coming.
Ow, that actually hurt really bad.
Try breaking free.
Alright, not quite for mummy. Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Okay, so we have to go around this way.
Stibbo, stay here.
Come with me, other Stibbons. Stand.
Stibbo, stand here. Here comes Stibbo.
Stand here, Stibbons.
Stibbo, no follow. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, follow.
Still you persist, and you use my own puppets against me. Such audacity will not go unpunished.
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stay close.
I hope you're watching.
Serves the tea.
Change of plans?
What are you doing? Stop it right now, and perhaps I'll let you live.
Ha! You'll let me live? I think you'll find it's quite the other way around. Alright, what's attacking? Oh, that's attacking us.
Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stand here.
Oh wait, one of you needs to go, hold on.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, wait.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Stibbo, I'm coming.
Close enough.
No follow.
Nope, that was not the right spot. So it was not close enough. I gotta go back and move him a little bit.
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, wait.
That should have done it. I say should because it doesn't necessarily mean it did, but it did. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Whew.
Stibbo, stay close.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it after this. This mission. I'm kind of getting tired. That's okay. Yeah, now we have to go back and grab him.
Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
Ah, there you are. We need to talk. Whatever you and the duplicates did, it worked. The main doors unlocked with an audible click. Before we rush in and attempt to deal with the sorcerer, we should discuss our options. I discovered something unsettling in the ancient carvings.
What did you discover?
According to my very rough translation, we can't simply repair the seal and lock away the sorcerer again. The Argonians employed ancient rituals that I know nothing about. I doubt the local priest knows them either. This all happened so long ago.
So how do we break the curse?
I only see one option. We're going to need to slay the sorcerer, or destroy the blob of goo he occupies. And I'd like to accomplish that without killing my manservant. That reminds me. I think I understand the purpose of the duplicates now.
The duplicates have a purpose?
It's ingenious. As a ball of slime, the sorcerer can't break the seal or free himself. The Argonians made sure you needed hands for that. So he grabbed Stibbons and used him as a model for his mindless servants. Instant hands, as it were.
So what do we do?
We need to get Stibbons away from Rectavius and cut off the source of the duplicates. Then we need to destroy the voroplasm that contains the sorcerer's essence. That should break the curse. I expect we'll find them both beyond the main doors.
Why does the sorcerer need Stibbons again?
Based on the information contained in the carvings and some logical assumptions, I believe the sorcerer needs hands to finish breaking the seal. Hands he gave up when he opted for gooey immortality. The Stibbons duplicates fill that purpose.
So if the sorcerer has Stibbons and his duplicates, why hasn't he escaped already?
Interesting question. We've seen that most of the duplicates swarmed around me for some unimaginable reason. And you ran into a few corrupted versions. It appears that no matter what form Stibbons takes, he never quite seems to get the job done.
Goodbye. Alright, let's do this. Let's put an end to this gooey, immortal jerk.
Ugh, how revolting. We must be getting closer to the sorcerer's lair. So much muck. Stibbon's first task upon rescue will be a deep scrub of my boots.
Stibbo make hurt now.
Stibbo make hurt now.
Should be trapped beyond that door.
Let's do this.
Bones is mine. I shall be free.
There, Stibbons. Inside that thing. Sorcerer's shield. We need to destroy it. The shield. Keep at it. The shield is down. Get Stibbons out of there while I keep the voraplasm in place.
It cannot end like this.
But it has.
Tell me you're unharmed. Not here. Let's return to the first hall.
As you say, milady.
Stibbons, tell me you're unharmed. It's like...
My lady, I must apologize. I seem to have mucked everything up again.
Yes, but I've grown accustomed to your antics. Besides, I had a very capable assistant. Well, that was an unusual adventure. Puts things in perspective. After all, nothing drives home the realization that one manservant is more than enough, like an abundance of Stibbons. I shudder to think about all that goo, though.
So the curse is broken?
I would say so. Of course, it will take time before the sorcerer's magic fully dissipates. And I'm no expert on voroplasms. I suppose he could pull himself back together, eventually. Here, take this. I insist. Unlike Stibbins, you earned it.
Well done, Lady Laurent. I sense the curse has been broken. Even now, I feel the last vestiges of the sorcerer slipping away. Except for what remains in the shiny-headed one, of course.
What? That's ridiculous. I'm fine. My lady safely extracted me from the blob of sorcerer.
The sorcerer's goo lingers, like nose slime on a hatchling's claw.
Oh, goo! Shoo-shoo!
Stibbins, I won't tolerate muck in my manor house.
Alright, well that's a good place to end off for this week. I think we made some we made some significant progress. Next time we'll be continuing on our journey to Blood Run Cave. We'll be heading up this way and going through this area. Probably. Maybe not. I think that's a delve, so we'll probably skip that. We'll hit here and hit here, and then hopefully make our way to Blood Run Cave next time. Either way, I will see you in 1 week from today for more of the Elder Scrolls Online as Reewish, the Mighty Battle Lizard. Thank you very much, and have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.